Hello everyone, welcome back to another wonderful Minecraft tutorials. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to use thermal expansion to auto-process ores. Now, as you can see here, I already have some powered furnaces set up. These will be used to cook up the ores into ingots. Now, we're also going to go one step beyond than just cooking. We're also going to double our production. That's right. So each ore will be worth 2 ingots when we're done. And it'll be cooked up and waiting for you in your ME system or chests. Let's get started. So first things first, let's set it up where we'll put this along here. Now normally I would have this set out to different settings and everything else, but right now we're just going to do a quick version. So let's just get this all attached into here. Okay. So now these are all set up. Now sometimes the front won't work, so let's just put it on top just to be safe. Well, that was wonderful. Powered furnace. Cobblestone transport pipe. And then we'll come back over to this one over here and just pop some of these out. And we're going to just put them back on the top. And bring it in. Like that. Okay. Now this right here is set up. So right now if we were to send from this wooden chest via this wooden transport pipe, it'll come in, the ores will come up and get smelted and then go out. Now that is what we want to do, but not quite yet. We're missing one important part, which is the doubling of our ores. Now we can do that by coming over and putting in our pulverizer. Now let's pretty much do the same thing we just did here. Now we're going to, let's just make this go back a little bit more. So we're going to put in some of our pulverizers. So let's just make a couple pulverizers right here. Let's also separate them by one, just so we don't get anything clogging up the system. Alright, there we go. So now we have our pulverizers in front, and let's wire these up to all come out and export behind them. And you'll see why here in a moment. Okay, so now what we're going to do is all these are going to cook, and then they're going to send them behind them to then come out into this pipe, which will then come into here to go be cooked up into these machines. So let's just have these, make sure all these are set up right. So first thing we gotta do is configure it so that the red right here will be pulling from, and it will be sending out. So let's have the back of it set to red. And we'll just turn all these off except for the top. The top will be blue because blue means import. So now, as you can see right here, this is importing. All these are also going to be importing from the back. Right now, these are set to import from the back, which we really don't want. So we can just quickly switch that around to turn these off. Blue on the top, red on the back. And you can continue doing this for all of them, but to speed this process up, we'll just use 2 for right now. Why not? Alright. Okay, so now these will come out, or send the items out down here, which then come in here and then get processed. Now, what everyone should understand is whenever doing this, you can easily get these clogged up and lose a lot of materials. Now, how to do this correctly is we're going to want to separate it using our diamond transport pipe. Okay, so how we're going to do that is we're going to have a breaker about pretty much right here. Now, this breaker will be coming as an import. So we're going to tell this to start sending out in different ways. So let's put this one here and set this up to the top, and then we're going to definitely want to have a bottom pipe. So let's just have let's see how this one's set up. Okay, so we're going to put a bottom pipe right here. Okay, and bring this one out one more. Switch back to day. Okay, so as you can see, this right here isn't the most wonderful looking thing, but it will get you a lot more items. So trust me, just bear with me for a moment. Alright, so now we have these, which means we probably would want to have another couple of these systems. Now, this right here, let's say we tell this to send along the blue track iron dust, gold dust, emerald dust, etc., etc. Why would it be dust? Because this right here makes the dust from the ores come out. Okay, so what we're going to do is you'd have it, let's say blue, we'd say diamond, gold, etc., 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 etc. It'll come down here, and then what you do is for each amount, let's say you want to have only diamond iron come down this track. So what you do is you'd put a diamond pipe here, and then you'd say yellow, send diamond this way, or iron, whatever. And then the rest will keep coming this way, and you just keep making as many furnaces as you want for each one. You do not want to have multiples of different things coming in. So we don't want to have iron and copper coming in, because this is like a normal furnace. It can only cook one type of thing at a time. So if this has iron in it, and copper tries to come in, the copper will get thrown out, and you'll lose the copper. So you're going to, if you're going to be doing it this way, you're going to need a lot of furnaces, probably around 8 to 10, and you're also going to want around 8 to 10 of these right here as well, because the same thing will be with pulverizers. It only has one slot, so it can only cook one version of something at a time before it gets thrown out. So you're going to have this system to cook them, but then you're going to want another system right here to have it put into dust first. That way you can get double. So let's just do a quick test run. Let's say we tell this right here that we want it to be, okay. Let's go in and say we want this blue line right here to take in only iron dust. So let us quickly get some iron dust. Alright, pulverized iron. So let's get that. And then we get that, put that in the blue track. Pick it back up. Wherever it went. There it is. Okay, so now, yeah, we just told this to go down the blue track. Alright, so we're going down the blue track. Okay, now we're going to tell this right here, that we're going to want to send this. Now, since this right here is on the blue track of this, we're also going to put this on this blue track. That way, it's told any iron, pulverized iron that comes in will come down this pipe, and then this says it'll come down this pipe. So that means in the end, the pulverized iron will come into here. Now, if we were to come over to this, and let's have a transport pipe right here. And we'll put in a wooden transport pipe here. And then we're going to get our chest right here. And let's get ourselves some iron ore. Okay. And now we're also going to need ourselves a redstone engine. Redstone engine, and we're going to want ourselves a lever. Okay, so let's get ourselves a redstone engine. Throw that on the front. Get our lever. And then we'll just flip that right now. And then come in here, and let's just put in our 9 iron ore. Okay, and then as you can see, it'll pull out this iron. The iron will then come down this track into this. Now let's just break these extra cables away, because right now if it came out into here, it would figure, okay, I must come into this pipe here as well. So let's just snap this while we can. So now when it comes out, it'll only go down here. Now as you see, it's being shot out because there's no import in the front. So let's just rewire the top part of that. Put this here. Wait for it. It didn't register. There we go. Okay, now it's going to go in. So now it's going to go up in here into this blue input. Once it's in, this will cook it very fast, because the good thing about thermal expansion machines, they are very efficient. But alright, now another thing is, you can see it's sitting here, but it won't cook. Why won't it cook? Well, here's the next thing we have to do. All these are thermal expansion, meaning it does require power. So all you gotta do is underneath your setup, put in a redstone energy setup. So let's just get some redstone energy conduits into here, and then we'll put a redstone energy cube right here. We're going to need our wrench. Flip that, which will now power each of these machines. As you can see, power is coming, and this is cooking. Now instead of coming up into the output on that, now one ore just created 2 dusts, pulverized dust here. Alright, now we also have to do the same thing for these machines. So let's just come down here. Alright, and we'll get some power coming along this route. Alright, bring this out, pop that, and then we'll put an energy cube on that. Okay, now since it's coming out of this one right now, because that's what we told it to do, we're going to want to put in some more transport pipes behind it. Now the back of these have not yet been told that they're the output, so let's go and set this to the output. So we have the top one to be the import. So there we go. So now this right here will export along this pipe. So now we're going to come over to this, and then we're going to put in we can either do a tesseract or whatever else. I'm going to use a tesseract since we have our ME system set up. So let's just right click here, go into our private settings, ME, check. So we should start getting some iron come in here. So let's just see there's no iron in the system. If we come over here, where's our iron? It's right here. But why isn't it getting done? Let me see here. We forgot to flip this. So let's just flip that. This is charging, and now we'll cook very fast. And then we'll export along here. And then once it comes over this way, let's just set that to send only. Those iron ingots will come over here, which will then come into this tesseract, into this chest, and then into our enemy system. So if, let's say this over here was a query, okay? Query would send the stuff into here, would be cooked up, all the ores would be cooked up, sent into here. Well, hang on, they'd be set up into dust, my bad. So they'd be doubled into dust, come over here, automatically cooked, and then sent in. So instead of having to open your ME and finding no ore, no ingots, you'll have them already pure ingots and you won't have to worry about it. Alright, so thanks for watching. I hope this tutorial helped you in some way or another, and I'll catch you all in the next tutorial video. Goodbye.